Hello everyone. Today in Vector I'm going to tell you about few types of vectors. So let's start. So the first one is equal vector. Two vectors are said to be equal vectors if they have same magnitude and direction. Here below we have drawn few equal vectors. Next one is negative vectors. Two vectors are said to be negative vectors if they have same magnitude but opposite direction. These are few negative vectors. Here a vector is equals to minus b vector, but mod of a vector is equals to mod of b vector. That means their magnitude are equal. Next one is collinear vector. Any two vectors which are parallel are called collinear vectors. Here we drawn few examples. Here a vectors are parallel to b vectors. Next one is coinitial vectors. Two vectors are called coinitial vectors if they have same initial point. That means they start from the same point. This diagram shows how a coinitial vector actually looks like. Here a vector and b vector are coinitial vectors. Now this is coterminal vectors. Two vectors are called coterminal vectors if they have same terminal points. That means they end at same position. This tells us that starting points of coterminal vectors can vary, but ending points are same and fixed. These were the first 5 types of vectors: equal vectors, negative vectors, collinear vectors, coinitial vectors, and coterminal vectors. In next video, we will discuss about coplanar vectors, localized vectors, non-localized vectors, null vectors, position vectors, displacement vectors, and unit vectors.